You cannot be too busy doing your life to not do your life. You cannot be too busy minding everybody else's business and not minding your business. When it comes to learning about money, learning the language around money, learning about wealth building, it is not just cute, it is essential. Welcome to the MoneyFITMD show. I'm Dr. Latifat, the founder of MoneyFITMD. We want to change the narrative where women physicians use. My job is to let you know that's going to be. I have to surround myself with people that are doing crazy things. If you're a busy woman physician who is struggling with how to find the time to do her finances, how to find the time to be able to look at anything money related, you're going to love this episode. And this episode, I'm going to go through like 4 things that are going to be super high value. Literally, will start to, if you implement them right now, it will change your financial game, not like next year, like today, right? So I'm Dr. Latifat. I'm a GI doctor, and welcome to the MoneyFITMD podcast. Ooh. I should have like one of those like drumming things in the background. But for those that haven't met me, I'm Dr. Latifat. I'm a money coach for women physicians. And what I do is way beyond money. I help women physicians with their money, with growing their wealth, and having the freedom that they need or they want to create in their lives. Many of the people that I work with are first generation wealth builders. They are white, black, brown, all the colors, all the shades, right? And that's one of the special things that we've created inside of the Money School for Women Physicians, where as long as you are a woman physician who wants to grow her money, grow her wealth, and have the freedom to be able to live life on your terms, to be able to pass on generational wealth. You're someone that wants to have money and wealth building, but you also want to have a great relationship with yourself, with your significant other. We've created something for you. So I'd love to connect with you. You can go to our website, moneyfitmd.com. There are ways that we can connect there. For this episode, I want to just talk about something that comes up a lot for many women physicians. And it is no surprise to y'all that we are busy, right? An average physician may spend 40 hours, 60 hours doing clinical medicine. And for many women physicians, it's not that we don't want to do our finances. It's of course not that we don't want to have freedom to not take Christmas call for the second time in a row. What the heck? No, it's not that we don't want the results. It's because we haven't created the time, or it looks like we don't have the time between clinical medicine and charting and family and children. If you have kids, it's like you barely even have time to breathe. And what ends up happening is many physicians would actually delegate out their money systems to people that are not them. They are like, well, I've delegated it. I'll have somebody else take care of it. Many times what ends up happening is you're relying on a spouse. They may actually not know about money, and you may not know that because you may not know yourself. And in fact, I just literally had a conversation with a woman physician who, and this comes up a lot, by the way, where this specific situation, they thought that their spouse knew more about money than they did. But the truth is that they just wanted anybody else with a pulse to take care of it because we are quote unquote busy. Unfortunately, in this situation, what ended up happening was they ended up in a divorce later. And of course, the woman leaves screwed. I see that so many times. I hear conversations and have lots of conversations with women physicians. And if you don't know about your finances, if you've been letting somebody else take care of it only without you taking the seat as a CEO of a finance, what will likely happen or what could be happening is that you may actually be getting the shorter end of the stick. And I have so many stories, guys, women physicians walking away with the debt while the spouse walks away with the asset. Yes, and many, many times. Many women physicians are taking care because maybe you were earning the most income while your spouse was getting ready for their own career, building the business, managing the stock market. And now what it's ending up happening is your income was being used to run the home, but you were not building asset. And this person walks away with the asset and you walk away with the primary home, which really was mostly the debt in the primary home. Because you're like, well, at least I have stability and security while they got the asset. I see this too many times, guys. And considering the fact that women physicians have some of the highest risk, we have the higher risk of divorce, it is so important to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And yes, you cannot be too busy doing your life to not do your life. You cannot be too busy minding everybody else's business and not minding your business. So when it comes to learning about money, learning the language around money, learning about wealth building, living a life of freedom, it is not just cute, it is essential. But the truth is that many times we have so many things competing for our attention. So, what are some high level, really specific things that you can start to do right now so that you're not shooting yourself in the foot? So that 5 years from now, 1 year from now, 15 years from now, you're not like, I wish I had paid attention when Latifah was talking about this 5, 10, 15 years ago. We don't want that. Okay. So, 5 things I'm going, four or five, 4 things, and maybe a bonus that I'm going to add on. So, if you're ready, I want you to like clap wherever you are. And by the way, if you listen to this in the car, your kids are like, Mama, you crazy? Yes, you are. They just didn't know. But that's because you've been hiding. Their mama been crazy since 1979 or 1981 or 1984, whatever year you were born. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is something that I take very, very seriously, that has probably changed my own personal finances, my own financial life, and has helped so many women physicians, including those that are like, I'm single, I work a lot, I don't work a lot, and all of those different permutations of the things we do. And this is what I call the Money CEO Hour. So, what exactly is a Money CEO Hour? Money CEO Hour is time that you set aside that is to do one thing and one thing only, your personal finance. And I'm very, very specific about saying personal finance and not business finance, because if you have a business is like an infant and they will try to get your attention. They want to get your attention all day, every day, morning, afternoon, night. So the most important thing you have to understand is this is not time for you to run your business numbers. This is a time for you to run your personal finance numbers. I have had people that maybe they were in private practice forever, decided that they wanted to shut down their practice, but because their personal finance was not taken care of, now they don't have a business anymore, but now they also did not take care of their personal finance. And so I want you to think about this Money CEO Hour as a time for you to really build your personal finance, not just for now, but for the future, right? And one of the things that people will tell me is, well, I wanted to do my money, but it's not happening. And the question I ask is, show me your calendar for where on your calendar your Money CEO time is. And many times people don't. And what I remind people is the reason why you show up to work, to clinic, is because patients are on your calendar. They're on your schedule. So when your money is not on your schedule, that means you really are not doing your money and you don't want to do your money. But if you want to do your money, it has to be on your schedule. If it's not there, then it's no mystery why it's not done. It was never on your calendar, right? So the number one thing is Money CEO Hour. And I love, love, love teaching about the Money CEO Hour. I talk about it inside of the Money School. And it's one of those things where it doesn't have to be some boring time. This is time that you could sit down in your garden, on your patio. You could have your delicious coffee. You could have your mug. You could have your wine. It's like whatever, like make it your nice, comfortable, sexy, for yourself time, right? This is a time for you to do your money. And many times people are like, well, I don't even have time to do it. I'm like, do it during lunch hour if you need to. Do it before you like find the time. Instead of scrolling on social media, which I know you do, I do, we all do, no shame in our game. But how about we replace the time we're spending like scrolling with time that's actually be productive for us? And the things that you could do during this time, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to attach a PDF to this where you can literally just like click on the link in the show notes, click on this link, and it will take you to some of the top 5 activities that I recommend that you do during your CEO Money Hour. And that way you can think about it as a starter kit so that you don't have to like start from the scratch of like, okay, now I'm sitting down. What am I going to do during this hour? What am I going to do this? I don't know what to do. Like, just go right now, go to the show notes, click on the link you see there, right? MoneyFitMD.com/CEO Hour. Click on it. It will send you an email. If you don't get it in your inbox, check your spam. It will give you the link that you can actually start to access right now for like the 5 top activities you can start to do right now to be able to optimize your CEO Money Hour. And the beautiful part of this is once you start to see improvement, you are going to be more likely to do it again. So don't waste your time saying, but I don't know where to start. We're going to help you with that. Click on the link, moneyfitmd.com/ CEO hour, and you'll be able to download this guide that I put together so that you don't have to start thinking from scratch, like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? So that's number one. Number two thing that really does help is accountability. Because at the end of the day, guys, you may have the goal and idea about doing all this other stuff, but there is data that shows that peer pressure, good peer pressure, is actually good. You become the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So if you don't have anybody, like one of the things that we do in the money school is we match people, try to match people with like accountability partners. We call them like money buddies, so they can have like, booty calls. That's what we call them. Yeah, I'm whack like that, right? Money buddy called BUDDY, but we just make it fun, right? And so, the point of that is to have conversations and help each other, spur each other towards greatness. You don't want someone that's going to buy your excuses, someone that's going to say, yes, I know you're so busy. You want someone that's going to say, yeah, you're busy, me too. And we ain't going to be broke. And we're going to have assets. Yes, we're not going to pay late fees. Like, we're not going to miss the deadline on stuff, right? Accountability helps. Accountability in communities, accountability in like your pair one-on-one, but make sure you pick the right person. So as I'm talking right now, you already know who your accountability partner should not be. For some of you guys, it may be your spouse, maybe your partner, but for many of you guys, it may not be your partner if you're like the one leading the home when it comes to finances. If your spouse is going to roll their eyes and say, why are we wasting our time? They're not the right partner. Well, like the money partner, not like life partner, but they're not the right accountability partner for you. If I'm trying to get my exercise life together, I should not be having an accountability partner that hates workout. They're going to drag me down. So don't have partnerships, accountability money partner with people that are going to drag you down. So that's number two. Get the right partner. If you're one of the women in the money school, that's one of the things I would provide. If you're not there yet, like get yourself into the money school so that we can help you have a different story 12 months from now. Let your finances be different 12 months from now. Okay? Number three thing that you want to do is that you want to try pairing this with something that you enjoy doing. So for example, if you're someone that like doesn't like to do money, like I keep finding every reason to not do it, pair it with something that you will do. If you love working out, do your money for 30 minutes before your exercise. If you're like, okay, we're going to do this together as a family, which you can do. You can literally tell yourself, you know what, if we do this successfully without like killing each other during this hour, we're going to go out for like a dessert date. We're going to go out for a walk. Pair it with something that you desire more. And now you get to like literally your leverage and using what you like doing as a battery to help push you forward to do the thing that you may not want to do. Okay. There is no excuses for why we're not doing our money. If you start work at 7 o'clock, you can choose to do your money date or your money CEO hour at 6 o'clock or 5:30. Like, I want you to pair it up with something that you are going to do for certain. Like, what is that thing on your calendar that never shifts? For some of you guys, it's lunch. It's okay to do your money CEO hour during your lunch. You can make it 30 minutes. The most important thing is not to do it perfectly, is to do it better than you were doing it before. Is to not have an excuse, because the most important thing when it comes to your money and investment is actually time. The more time you have in the market, the better for you. The more you can leverage and take advantage of growth that happens with time. But if you're not in the game, you're not in the game. And then number four thing that I want you to ask is celebrate the wins, right? Celebrate the wins. What would you do to celebrate if you commit to 90 days of Money CEO Hour? What would you commit? Like, how would you celebrate if now you've maximized your 401k, your 403b, your Roth IRA, you've put in like 10 offers this week? How are you going to celebrate? Celebrate. Celebration helps you because that feeling of celebration is going to increase your compliance to actually doing the stuff, right? And the last but not the least thing that I want to say, and I know this is a short episode, I'm doing that intentionally because y'all like, I'm busy. I get it. The last thing you want to do, the last but not the least, and you can think about this as the bonus, is I want you to have a note on your phone where you type out activities that you want to do that's related to your money. So cancel the subscription, call the advisor, fire the advisor, put offers in, call the agent, hire an assistant, ask for a raise, start to create a notepad on this. And every week on Sunday or early Monday, you can start to put this on your calendar so that you can now do it. So for example, every Sunday, most Sundays, sometimes I miss it, but most Sundays I have the things on my note that I'm going to do. And now on Sundays, I put it on my calendar. Like, okay, Monday is that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever date I want to put it in. And now my job is to make sure I show up and do the things that I put on my calendar to do. Right? So again, this is not about perfectionism. This is about doing something that literally can change the game for you. And because I don't want you to have any excuses at all, that's why this episode is like shorter than usual. That's number one. But also number two is that I've created a guide to help you get started. Just go to moneyfitmd.com/CEO hour and you can actually start this week. And I want to do one more thing. I want you to go ahead and send me a message on Facebook or LinkedIn. It's Latifat Akintade or MoneyFitMD on Instagram because I want to celebrate with you. I want you to send me a message and say, Latifat, I did my first Money CEO hour and I can't believe I did this great. Someone little sent me a message yesterday that's not even my client. I finally paid for my attorney fees. That was something she had been not doing and now she's done that. Like, I want to celebrate you. So go ahead and send me a message. Text this link to this episode to all you other friends that are like super, super busy. And don't forget to go access that guide that I created just for you. I love you. I'm rooting for you. I'll talk to you in the next episode. Goodbye.
As a woman physician, you're in such a vulnerable space trying to learn about money.
Everyone should really come to these events, more so women physicians, because we are stronger than who we think we are.
Anything that Dr. Latifat creates is amazing.
I am having a great time because I'm getting to meet people that I've been talking to for the last few months in the money school.
I'm meeting some amazing people. I'm in an environment that's supportive.
Being in this room with this powerful community of women is exactly what I need.
I am having such an amazing time. This is such a beautiful location. I'm surrounded by all these female physicians who are inspiring me.